Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It's the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is James Spann. This is for Wednesday, the 20th of July. Good old dog days of summer are here, and we got some pretty typical summertime weather. Look, anytime it's mid-July, you know it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, it's going to rain somewhere in the afternoon, and we'll see this pattern obviously for a while. We do expect to see some fairly active storms popping up in here tomorrow. But let's go right to the upper air look across the country early this morning. And again, ridging beginning to build in from the west, and that little trough moving to the east, and that means heat levels ticking up a little bit today. Check the radar early this morning at the insane hour of 5:15 as I do this update live, and you can see it's pretty quiet. Got a few showers and storms offshore in the waters of the Gulf of Mexico. A few showers in parts of Georgia east of Atlanta, but most of Alabama is dry. Birmingham at 80 to start the day, a warm summer morning. That's that UHI, Urban Heat Island effect. Everybody else in the 70s. We do note Mobile is at 80 this morning, but highs should be in the low 90s in most spots today, which is where we should be for this time of the year. And the dew points are ticking up, and because of the combination of the heat and the humidity, the Weather Service is posting a heat advisory for a number of counties in the state. And again, I stress, when I show these maps, I don't like it because I don't want to give the illusion that if you're in the white, it's not going to be hot today. It's going to be hot everywhere. But the counties in orange, that's where the heat index could touch 105 today, and that's the criteria for that. So just be aware of that. We have excessive heat warnings in effect off to the west. That would include Memphis and the Mississippi Delta, back over into parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma, where the heat is more intense. Here's the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. We have a risk just north of the state, a marginal risk over much of Tennessee in advance of a surface boundary. And then tomorrow, that risk dips into the deep south, including a pretty good chunk of Alabama. And you can see we have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for the counties in yellow. That would include much of the central part of the state and almost all the rest of Alabama under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. And the main threat when you see these maps in summer, it's not tornadoes. This is not tornado season. They are extremely rare this time of the year unless we have a hurricane involved. The main threat, the wet microburst, local areas of strong damaging straight-line winds. And again, we stress it will not rain everywhere tomorrow. But where the storms do form, they could be quite strong. This is day 3, which is Friday. A couple of marginal risks well to the north. And day 4, which is Saturday. A risk for parts of Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin up on top of the heat ridge. This is the rain for the next 7 days. And again, your number is going to vary. The amounts 1/2 to 1 inch, but the rain distribution very uneven this time of the year. Tropical weather situation remains quiet. Pretty amazing. You could fly from like Mobile to the coast of Africa and barely see a cloud. So obviously no hurricanes, no tropical storms to deal with for the next 5 days. But August is coming. So model fans, let's go. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid today at 4. Again, heights are coming up, going to be hot, sticky, and a few scattered storms could pop up later today. Most of those between about 2 and 10 p.m. And again, we stress these maps not especially useful. People tend to look for those green blobs, but that's not necessarily where any specific storm will be. These large-scale models don't have the resolution to handle daily convection. This is tomorrow. And again, let's go to the high-res NAM. Now, this is a convection-allowing model with higher grid resolution. And you don't see a lot here. This is tomorrow evening, but I think with the circumstances, scattered storms fire quickly. And this is the instability. That's pretty high, up to 4,000 joules per kilogram in advance of a surface boundary. So with a surface front to the north and that type of instability, just keep in mind any storms that do form tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening could be strong, maybe severe with a chance of strong winds. This is Friday, 90s. Could be the better chance of scattered storms over the southern half of the state. And for the weekend, probably heat levels ticking up a bit. Showers are possible, but I don't expect to see that many. They'll be isolated. That's Sunday. And that'll kind of be the theme for next week as the ridge kind of dominates. Monday, hot, humid, a few isolated storms. This is Tuesday and a week from today. And again, these maps tell the story much better. This is the situation about 18,000 feet off the ground. Got strong ridging across the southeastern states. And again, good old hot, humid summer weather. Highs in the 90s and a few pop-up storms are possible, but not widespread. We'll go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the 29th. That ridge still in place, and it's the same old formula. I promise the weather will change, but it doesn't change much in the dailies this time of the year. Let's take a look at the rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. You're looking for that green line, and usually this time of the year it falls between 2 and 3 inches for the next 15 days, and that's the case now. But of course, your number is going to vary. You see that big spread in the ensemble members. Heat levels coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models. Yeah, buddy, it's that time of the year. 90s for highs, lows in the 70s. And the latest 8 to 14 day outlook in the house. This is for the period July 27th through August 2nd. Temperatures will likely stay a little above average. So a few quick photos, and again, thanks to everybody for sending these in. I get hundreds of these a day, and they are all seen. They are all appreciated. What are those? Crepuscular rays. Beautiful sunset, especially up over the Tennessee Valley last night. Had a lot of shots similar to that. Just gorgeous. And one quick shot. This is down over Mobile Bay at Daphne. Great sunset this time of the year. So that's going to wrap it up for this morning. Again, if you're new to this, we do these updates live now, twice a day. I've done these videos for over 20 years. This is nothing new. We just started doing them live this summer. And again, I'll shoot straight with you. It's to save time. Time is a precious commodity in what I do now. I don't have a lot of it, so it saves a little bit of time. But we do it live in the morning about 5:15, in the afternoon about 2:30. 2:45. Of course, most people watch it later, which is fine. We always have notes on our blog. That's a great resource. That is alabamawx.com. And if you can, we would love to have you watch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.